There we go. Good morning, everyone. I'm glad to see you. Welcome, whether you're here in person or online. We're glad to worship together this morning. Before we start, we're going to go over a few announcements. First things first, I am taking this basket around, so I do not forget to mention this during announcements. October is Pastor Appreciation Month, and we have a really fabulous pastor, and we are excited to celebrate her this month. So this basket is going to be in the back, on the back table, where like the prayer request and the covenant partner sheet and offering basket, all that is in the back. We're going to put this back there too, and it's for you to put your cards in as you write them. If you bring them all month long, we're going to collect them, and this will be back there. So you can drop in any you brought today, or remember and do that next week and put it in the back, and Amy can just grab them as she goes through her week for some encouragement and support, and what a blessing to her. We are also collecting money if you would like to. The deacons are pulling some money together, and we're going to create a basket for Amy. As you know, she got the Lilly Grant sabbatical, and so she will be going on a sabbatical for a bit next summer, and part of that is hiking in Europe, and her family's going to go with her for part of it. So there's some things like, well, I'm not going to say it in case she's watching, but we are going to make a basket and surprise her with that. She already knows it's coming, but she doesn't know what's in it yet. And if you'd like to contribute to that, the point is, you can see Amber Oaks. You can either put a card, an envelope in the offering basket that says like Pastor Appreciation, and Amber can grab that after church. Or you can Venmo her if you have cash and you just want to give it to her. You can do that today, and she's going to take care of ordering that. And I think we need a Wednesday to get that. Can put it together, give it to Amy on October the 20th. So not next Sunday, but the following Sunday. So that's Pain Relief. We've already sent off 2 trailers with Memorial and Oakmont, and let me tell you, our trailer, and we pretty much trailer, the kids and I and Amy and Craig and some others loaded up on Thursday, and it weighed 6,880 pounds, and the trailer could only weigh up to 7,000. Got everything we could in a little wiggle room. Contributions, items for cleanup and mud out. So that there's a sign in the hall if you anything, and we're collecting that as an ongoing effort. And our next trailer is scheduled to go out, I think, on Friday of this week. A huge shout out to the volunteers that hung out with their kids night for the movie night. Had a great time, and the parents had a nice date night out or date night in. Lovely. So huge shout out to you guys for honoring our core values of well-being and community. We appreciate you. Also, trunk or treats coming up. We're doing it Sunday, October the 27th from 5 to 7. And Ashley and Megan Luton, they're in charge. So if you'd like to set up a trunk, see them. They had a planning meeting and have all that scheduled and ready to go. And if you'd like to come trunk or treat, then make plans to do that Sunday night. This week we've got a lot going on. Tuesday, I think they've only forgot the record. Great job. That's Tuesday night, 7:30 Boyd Lee. Wednesday night we've got midweek midrash, which is our family week for like a Bible study here in this room. On we've got ladies lunch bunch at Mellow Mushroom. You don't have to let them know you're coming. The one in charge if you do want to let them know. And that is at Mellow Mushroom. Thursday at 6 p.m. brewery. You can grab some fellowship, and then the team plays Boyd Lee to watch. And Friday, we're excited because it's National Coming Out Day over at ECU on the mall, and we would love to have a presence. I know Amy would love to have a group of us give out free mom hugs, friend hugs, sister hugs, whatever. And that is from 10 to 2. You don't have to stay the whole time, but if you can come out for a little bit, that would be great. If you're new, all of this information is in our newsletter, as well as a bunch of other upcoming information. We have code that is on the screen right now you can scan. There's also a little card in the back by the computer that says welcome, and on it has a QR code you can scan. On paper, it's only for you to do that and leave it there on that back table, and someone will grab it and make sure that you're hooked up so you can get the newsletter. If you're watching, put a link so that you can be in the know and we can get to know you.
Morning, everyone. We're glad to have you. If you will, just stand and we'll begin our worship. I am dead on every side, can't see the light of day, but I am persuaded beyond all hope you won't let go of me. I stake my claim, every word you say, you will not be late. I will sing through fire and thunder, 'cause you are on my side. I trust you with my life. I know my story isn't over, even against all odds. You are a faithful God. You're a faithful God. The darkest of weather, I can't see, I still believe you're good. So I'm moving forward, passion waves. I know I'm safe with you. You hold my life, you're inside. I will sing through fire and thunder, 'cause you are on my side. I know my story isn't over, even against all odds. You are a faithful God. That's who you are. You are a faithful God. I am convinced that your promises will hold together, and I will dwell in your love forever. Convinced will hold together, and I will dwell in your love. I will sing through thunder, 'cause you decide my life. I know my word, even against all odds. You are a faithful God. That's who you are. You are a faithful God.
Here, beloveds. God is with us every day and everywhere, reaching out in new ways and ancient ways knowing that we will receive grace as God turns to us. God always turns to us. God is here, beloveds. Let us worship God.
In the darkness we were waiting, without hope, without words, till heaven you came running. There was mercy in your eyes to fulfill the law and prophets. To a virgin came the word, throne of endless glory, to a cradle in the dirt. Reveal the kingdom coming, and you did not rise the cross, or even in your suffering to the other side, knowing this was our stand. Jesus, for our sake you died. Praise the Spirit, free in God of glory, praise forever to the King of Kings. Morning that you rose, all of heaven held its breath, till that stone was moved for good, for the Lamb had conquered death, and the dead rose from their tombs, and the angels stood in awe, for the souls of all who come to the Father are restored. Church of Christ was free of faith, the gospel truth of hope,
Cedar Bridge. Hey. Good, we're fantastic. In my sleep-deprived brain, when I was getting dressed this morning, I didn't realize till I walked out the door that I looked like an agent from State Farm who might be from Scotland, or that I work at Target. How may I help you? Wow, it's good to be here this morning. Hope you guys are great, having an excellent weekend. I want to ask you a question this morning. When was the last time that you noticed something as you're going about your day that makes you stop dead in your tracks and do a double take? And you just notice it. You can't help it. It's kind of surprising. You know, it could be anything. It could be you're out hiking in nature and see like a bear. Don't run, play dead. And for the love of the Lord, don't feed it. It's not a puppy, okay? Maybe you're driving down Evans Street and you pass by the IHOP and you see on their sign, it says best burgers around. I didn't know it was IHOB. People are not going there. People aren't going there for burgers. They're going there for, stacks of carbs this high, right? Maybe it was looking at the football scores yesterday and seeing that Vanderbilt upset Alabama, or seeing that ECU, we'll just leave that alone, okay? They dropped a big for me. It was about a month ago, 6 weeks, something like that. I had gotten up at around 4 o'clock in the morning to take a walk. Why 4 o'clock in the morning? I don't know. I'm weird. That's when no one's going to bother me out there, or at least I thought. And so I got my earphones on. I've got my audio book going, and I start strolling down the driveway, because this is how you're supposed to walk at 4 o'clock in the morning if you didn't know that. So I'm walking down the driveway, and I look left and stop dead in my tracks, because waddling through my yard, trespassing, it had no business there, was one of these. That is not funny. I don't know what y'all are laughing for. That is a devil rat, otherwise known as a possum, right? There are some creatures that I am convinced were not supposed to be around, that they were never meant to be. I've got a growing list this long of when I get to heaven and I see the Lord face to face, I'm going to say, Lord, why? Mosquitoes are one of them. Snakes. I don't care what kind of snake. If you love snakes, oh my God. You need a young priest and an old priest. The power of Christ compels you, okay? Right? Snakes, and put that thing back up there. We're going to look at that really. Leave it there, right? I imagine that this was the conversation that took place between God and Jesus on the day, that came into existence, okay? So just bear with me here. Jesus, yeah, Dad, what's up? I'm busy. I'm trying to finish making animals. Oh, you're doing an excellent job. The giraffe I found particularly humorous. Good job on that. Do you have anything left? I've got some spare parts, but we got to get to work on the humans. Well, that's fine. What do you have left? Okay, I've got an armadillo skeleton and a shell, some leftover raccoon fur, and I got a double XL rat tail. Well, that sounds good. Put that together. Are you sure? Well, yeah, put it together. That sounds cute. Really? Yeah, it sounds cute. Now, what kind of personality will it have? Okay, gosh, I've got a little bit of rabid Wolverine, and we've got over there in the corner, there's the demon from The Exorcist. Oh yeah, let's do that. Put that together. Are you sure, Dad? Yes, I'm absolutely sure. Okay, we'll put that together. So just to be clear, you want this Frankencritter to be made? Yes. And as I look at this, as you made it, some people will be deceived into thinking it's very cute and should be as a pet. It should not be as a pet. But some people, like me, it's going to literally scare them to death. Do we have that right, Jesus? Yeah, Dad, that's it. Good. Make it so. Are you sure? So let it be written, so let it be done. And that's how possums came to be. Fortunately, the one that I was staring down that morning, he looked at me, and I guess he figured I was not worth murdering and eating, and so he let me pass, and I was able to take my